Oh boy. Hey everyone, Cynics here, and I'm back to do our special Academy Awards Oscar stream. We got the Academy Awards starting in roughly an hour and a half. I'll probably be streaming for an hour. Hopefully, it's working and the stream's going up. I'm sorry for the small delay, I had the wrong settings, so it didn't go up right when it should have. But nonetheless, I think we'll get started. We'll do some fun stuff. We'll talk about movies, and that should be a lot of fun. So, as always, feel free to ask questions in the chat. I will read it as much as I can. Sometimes I get wrapped up in my art and I forget to read it, but I will do my best to answer any questions you might have. So, I think what we're going to do is maybe do some reference drawings of some of these Oscar nominees that we got going on. So I think I got a couple reference pictures. I'm gonna see if I can do kind of slightly stylized caricatures. So I don't know. I'm not a caricature artist. I've never really done much of it, if any of it. I'm trying to think if I've done any of it. Aside from caricaturizing myself, I probably haven't done much. But anyway, it is the middle of the day, except it's a cold, rainy day. So you might hear some rain in the background. And I'm using a different microphone, so there's going to be less jostling around and less popping sounds. But you might hear a lot more because this is the very sensitive mic. So it picks up the sound of my stylus against the tablet. That's what that is. So that might get annoying. We'll see. We'll see if this works better than the other setup. But for now, we're gonna test it out. All right. So yeah, I think Psychra did his little stream earlier. I'm not gonna invite him. I think he just did his stream. He's probably all streamed out. He streamed. I think it was like 3 hours ago. He had a stream going. Okay, so let's pull up our first reference, which is gonna be, what do we got? There we go. It's little Benedict Cumberbatch from the movie The Imitation Game. So we're gonna see if we can paint him real fast. And I guess while I'm warming up here, let me just, I always like to make spirals. I've mentioned that before. It just gets my arm loose. And once again, as like a general reminder of all this art stuff, when you're doing all these quick little warm-ups and things, you're not moving your wrist. I'm not doing spirals by waving my wrist around because that would be horrible. You can see, I don't even think I could do it just using my wrist. They look horrible, see? But if you use your whole arm and don't move your wrist, keep your wrist locked, then it's like you can create any kind of weird giant spirals and things like that. Okay. So, anyway, first up, we got our little Benedict here. And I would say his defining characteristic is probably his really long face. It's very narrow, very long. So, we could try to exaggerate that a bit. I'm trying to. He's got like very high cheekbones, I would say. Looks like high cheekbones. So we're just gonna. I'm gonna focus on my mask technique and just kind of try to make a mask. Get this brush to be a good setting though. So I'm gonna make it really simple at first, and then maybe I'll just go in, start painting, and then refine it or something. I don't know. I don't want to waste a lot of time on line work because that's super boring. But anyway, feel free to ask some questions. And I forgot to mention, I also have these little birds in the background. I tried to keep them quiet, and I usually record at night. But you might hear the occasional squeaking sounds. Like I can hear it. They're peeping. They're making little squeaker sounds. So if you hear that, it's crazy birds. That's all you need to know. So let's see. We got a super long face. And this is too long. I don't think it's super narrow. It's pretty triangular though. And we're just gonna bring it up on this side. I don't know. Caricatures are weird. So we got like an Adam's apple thing. It's pretty pronounced, I would say. And then he can have his loose little clothing thing. Got a collar going around. So yeah, as far as the movies go, I think this year had some good movies. It was a surprisingly large amount of movies based on actual people, which seems to be what half of the Oscar contenders are. Let's see, we got Selma, based on Martin Luther King. We got, obviously, The Imitation Game, based on Alan Turing. We got the American Sniper based on Chris Kyle. We got who else we got? We got I know I'm forgetting at least one. Yeah, there's the Theory of Everything with Stephen Hawking. So half of the movies nominated are all based on real people. So it's kind of interesting. I usually don't like movies that are based on actual people because I find that kind of, I don't know, boring. So I would say it looks like his nose is kind of on the big side. So we're gonna just exaggerate that a little bit. Maybe like this. I don't know. We got those kind of wide nostrils. Yeah, maybe something like that. And then he's got a very pronounced what's the name for this little area between the nose and the lip where it's that little groove. I don't know. I can never remember the name of that, and I'm sure you guys will know in chat, but it's very pronounced on him. So we're gonna try to exaggerate that. Kind of. There we go. Yeah, that'll work, I think. It's not that bad. I'm kind of okay with where this is going so far. It's very strange. Maybe I'll bring the nose area up a little bit like that. It's probably too big though. Okay. I always like to make a little kind of round bulb on top of the nose. It helps me define the nose a bit better. So there we go. And this. Okay, yeah, no, I'll bring it down like this. All right, so there we go. And while I'm noodling away on these eyes, maybe we could talk a bit about movies. So I would like to hear you guys in the chat say what you think the best movie of the year was. I'm just curious what most people think. Or at least what the people who watch my videos seem to think. Because I will share my opinion in the future. And for the record, I have not seen every Oscar contender, but I have seen over half of them. So I've seen most of them, haven't seen all of them. So I'll tell you which ones I haven't seen. I haven't seen Selma. I have not seen Theory of Everything. And I have not seen Foxcatcher. Or Nightcrawler I haven't seen either, but that's not nominated for Best Picture. But those are the ones I haven't seen, and I want to see them, but I haven't. So everything else I think I've seen. And okay. This does not look like him at all, does it? A little bit. It's this whole head shape though I need to change, definitely. Yeah, that'll make it a lot better. Okay, great. Oops. Okay. Gonna kind of bring this down a little bit. I'm getting some Interstellars, some Lego movies. For the record, Lego movie, I think that was the best animated picture of the year. I'm going to go ahead and give you one of my picks for the best movie and best animated movie, and that would be the Lego movie. I think that was definitely the best animated movie of the year. It is nominated, right? It should be. I think it will be. This nostril whole area I think I made it too wide actually. Let me shrink it down a little bit. It's a little silly. Going a little overboard with my exaggeration. Once again, not a caricature person. Not sure how much to exaggerate things. Sakura is really good at caricatures, and I have never really ventured into them at full force. Okay. His eyes aren't that, they're kind of bright. I would say he's got kind of like bright eyes, whatever you want to describe that as. Not very sunken eyes anyway, I don't think. Oh, great. Question for cynics. Yeah, it's for the record, it's great if you write question in capital letters like that because it actually does make me notice things a lot easier. Did you work on your style or did it just come naturally over time? I would say it definitely came naturally over time. I didn't even know I had a style, to be honest, until people started telling me I had a style. It was entirely just based on the brushes I just found comfortable using. Ooh, I like that. The way this eye kind of just curves around. For some reason, something about that looks very much Benedict Cumberbatchy. I gotta try that on the other one. So what did I do? I did like a overlap like that. Yeah, he kind of has that. I don't know why. Okay, great. I'm finding things out. Okay, his eyebrows kind of a little. It's a little like has some ups and downs to it. It's a little more complex than an average eyebrow. I think it's a lot wider, this one. So it kind of gets wider in the middle, but not quite the middle, which makes it a little interesting. Yeah, it's something weird like that. Oh, okay. Great. I need to do some hair stuff. There we go. I said I wasn't going to focus on line work, and here I am, just completely focused on line work. I don't know. It's hard to it's hard to stick to anything apparently. It's oh, I don't know I don't know how to do that chin in a proper way. It's kind of like got a weird shape to it. Okay, and I would say his ears are kind of in this shape. Just gonna exaggerate the shape like that. Yeah, kind of like that. Except not as big. They're not very big. Okay. Nah, they're more pinned back. Okay, let me take another crack at that. I've never really focused on doing ears that speak to a specific person. Uh, so anyway, let me talk a little bit more about the movies of this year. Imitation Game, I would say, was one of the ones I really liked. And I would actually say that Benedict Cumberbatch might be my favorite for who will win Best Actor. And I'm kind of torn between him and Michael Keaton, but I feel like I would give it to Benedict Cumberbatch. So he's my pick. And I'm not going to say what I think the Academy will pick. I'm just going to say who I would personally pick. Because I don't actually think some of my picks would actually win. But it's who I would pick if I was in charge. So we got our Benedict Cumberbatch. I like that little ear poking out over there. Okay. And I think I'm going to pick him for Best Actor. Now, one thing I will pick is also Best Supporting Actor. And in my opinion, I think that should go to J.K. Simmons for Whiplash because I think, first of all, I don't know what else that movie would win for, and I really liked that movie. It was a lot of fun to watch, and I think it definitely was carried by his character and his performance. So I would just go ahead and say I think he should get the Best Supporting Actor for sure for his role because I don't know what else. That movie deserves to be recognized, and I think that's where it should be recognized. So hopefully he wins. I don't know really who else is nominated in that category, but I don't know. I think it would be great to see that win. Ooh, I hear the police in the background. It's exciting. You never know what you're gonna see during the day. What do you think? Is this a good Alan Turing I'm making over here? I think it's okay, right? He's got his little. I'm gonna just give him a little tiny body over here. Okay, so let's make this come forward. Not that extreme. With this arm, okay, like this. He needs his little suspenders. I feel like that's very important. Okay, there you go. Little Alan Turing. Little Alan Turing batch. Get your suspenders. Little stripy suspenders. Now you're ready to invent computers. Oh, I forgot to give you pupils, of course. Okay. And this one. Okay. Oh, wait, I can do this. Hold on. Oh, I can't do it. Whatever. Never mind. Okay, so this hair is not where I want it, but I think we can still make this work. It's this whole area that's kind of boring. So we got a slightly exaggerated Benedict Cumberbatch. I think I should exaggerate the hair, right? I think that's my problem with these caricatures is I'm not exaggerating things like hair. I'm keeping it very standard, and I should be exaggerating everything, right? That's how I work. So maybe you got like extra stringiness in this front part, and it needs to be extra poofy going up, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if that's the key to doing these. Then a little bit of that. A little bit of curve going on over here. Is that more accurate? I don't know. We'll see. So that's our little Benedict, and I'm probably gonna try to do some quick colors and do some painting stuff. But before I do, let's see if we could do a second character. So we got Benedict here, and he's my representation of the best actor category. But let's see who else we can do. I've represented best actor. Now I think I'll try to do a representation of who I think should win for best picture. At least my favorite, my my favorite picture of the year. And let's see, who could that be? Let me get rid of this real fast. Oops. Minimize my best picture of the year. I think I'll have to get that. I'm gonna put you over there, Benedict. I'm gonna give it to Birdman. I think Birdman was definitely my favorite movie of the year, and I would be so happy if it won Best Picture. I don't think it will. I think Imitation Game might win Best Picture, or maybe Boyhood, but I hope Boyhood doesn't win because, in my opinion, Boyhood is good, but it's definitely not as good as a lot of the other movies. I would say it's like somewhere in the middle, maybe fifth or sixth. I would put Whiplash maybe third or fourth, and then Birdman number one, Imitation Game maybe number two or three. What else is there? Oh, Grand Budapest Hotel. I would think that was Wes Anderson's best movie so far, actually. So, maybe that goes in. I would actually put that a little bit above the others. And then of course there's American Sniper, but to me American Sniper, it's not, I wouldn't even have nominated, I don't think. I would say it's maybe one of the top 10 movies of the year, but I don't know if it's a Best Picture nominee. It's very good though. I don't know. Got mixed feelings about that. So look at this angry Michael Keaton face. It's terrifying, isn't it? So he's got these crazy sunken eyes. He barely has any eyebrows in this one, but that's just because they're kind of on the bottom of his brow. I'm just doing a quick note here. His face is very standard, I would say. It's like a standard oval shape. It's not exceptionally long or, disproportional in any way. Kind of got a slightly bulbous nose. But his expression and his sunken eyes, I think, are the main thing that are gonna do this. So we'll figure it out. And once again, I'm sorry I haven't been reading chat enough. I don't even know what you guys are talking about. But hopefully you guys are having fun. Okay, so let's just start with our head shape, because he's pretty much bald. Actually, if you just look at it, you can see I could pretty much just draw it like this, just like whoop, just like a finger, and it would be almost accurate. So let's try it. Let's exaggerate it since I saw that. Let's just see how it goes if I do that. I'm not sure how it will go. No idea. It might turn out well. It might just be the worst thing ever. Um, no, I don't. I don't want to do that. I'd like to exaggerate the neck actually. So I'm gonna shrink it down. Okay. Uh-huh. So anyway, American Sniper. I could talk about that real fast. I think it was good, but I guess maybe because it's based on a real person and you already know what's gonna happen everywhere. I guess that kind of ruins it a little bit for me as a war movie. I'm a big fan of war movies, but there's just I don't know something about it where it's just like kind of everything that's going to happen to some degree. Kind of ruins it a little bit. But the other main problem I think I have with it, I don't think the sound design and the visual effects were very good in it. I think the cinematography was great in American Sniper, but all of the sound effects of the guns seemed really weird at times. Like they sounded kind of like little laser guns. I don't know why. But it definitely wasn't like as good as classics like Saving Private Ryan, where the sound design and the visual effects felt really good, especially like on like people getting shot. Like as soon as someone got shot in American Sniper, I was like, well, that's digital blood. Like it just looked like it was computer digital blood, like a video game or something. It didn't look like a practical effect. And personally, I hate digital effects when it comes to people getting shot or anything like that, violence. I think digital effects always are very obvious and they always look bad. So I don't know. That's my opinion on that. Oh wait, what am I doing? I'm not even paying attention to poor little Michael Birdman here. Okay, let's get back into this. So you got your neck. See, obviously he doesn't have as much of a strong pronounced Adam's apple as our little Benedict. But let's see. What can I do with this guy? Man, it's all about these eyes. But I feel like the shape of my head, I made it so boring. Like, how do I make this face, this head shape into an old man? It's just I don't know. It's difficult. Um, I don't know. It's tough. Mm, um, yeah, I don't know. I know a lot of people complained about American Sniper, like it was kind of being very glorifying of kind of the war or just killing people or whatever. Um, yeah, I don't know. I didn't feel like it was super biased. People seem to think it was, but it's like you show his like childhood and how his dad's just kind of raising him to be this certain way. And I feel like they did that in a way that was just very like I don't know. I didn't feel like they were trying to glorify him. I'm like, oh look at him. He has this simple view of the world based on the way his dad raised him in this kind of strict and really simplistic way. And I know he's a good guy, and I know they're not trying to make him look bad or anything, but I don't know. I have mixed feelings about it. It's hard to sum up. Man, I don't like starting with this face. Okay, hold on. I'm getting rid of it. I'm just gonna quickly redo it. Okay, I'm gonna start with the eyes because those are most important. And sadly, I won't to answer Shadower's question. I won't be talking about Nightcrawler because sadly I didn't get to see it. So I really want to see it. Haven't got a chance. I've seen the trailers. It looks awesome. Just didn't get a chance. I don't know. Foxcatcher looked really good from the trailers, in my opinion, too. Like it looked like super creepy and weird, which I kind of like. I don't know anyone that saw that movie actually. I don't even remember it being out in the movies at all. It was just one of those things where they nominated it, and I'm like, I've never heard of that. What is it? Let's see if I could. Man, these eyes are just intense. Okay, can I, can I do these? Can I do these eyes? I don't know if I'm ever gonna do them justice with line work. This might be a thing where I have to just paint them because I don't think I could do them. We'll see. I'll give it a couple attempts real fast. Oh, oh. I wish Sakura's cat was in this stream. I wish Sakura's cat was in this stream. That's not fair. He's bribed you with his cat and everything. He doesn't even like cats. I'm gonna tell you guys that right now. He's allergic to cats. He didn't even like cats. Now all of a sudden he's taking advantage of his catdom to get all you guys to like him. He's pretending he's a cat person. I'm onto his tricks. Okay. These eyes are ridiculous. I think this face I should have just painted from the start. I don't know if I could do this line work wise. I find it very difficult to do things like this. Okay. I should be focusing on blocks of value instead of just trying to render these eyes out. That would definitely make it easier. Yeah, I think I should just bring out my bird and have it sit on my face or something. That'll make you guys a lot happier. I feel like that's what these streams really need. See, he heard me and he squawked a little. That's what these streams need, is like a bird to really go crazy. Oh man, this nose though. This doesn't look like him at all. All right, attempt number 3. No, I'm just gonna start painting over it because this will be more fun. So I'm gonna get my Cynic's Impasto brush, my gloriously named brush after myself, the wonderful Cynic's, and I will just start doing colors and things. Get some nice tones in there. Where is this? Let's go right in here somewhere. Yeah, I like that. Nice, ugly, dirty color. Get some bright colors in there. It needs like a pinker tone. We'll see if I can do this or not. Let's see if I can pull this off. It's looking pretty grim, I'm gonna admit that. But sometimes things have a way of working themselves out. Okay. This color is a little off, but I think it needs to be a little more pink. Yeah, we're gonna make this work. Oh, for the record, I do have some updates that I completely forgot about. Okay, so a couple interesting things are going on in the realm of whatever you want to call this. So I think Hot Paint will actually be a podcast, which will be starting hopefully this week. We're gonna have a podcast named Hot Paint, and it's gonna be starring those 2 characters you saw. No, it's gonna kind of be starring the characters. No, it's gonna be me and my friend who is in the process right now of opening up his own art gallery. So it's gonna kind of follow that journey. We just started it. We spent a lot of the past few days just demolishing walls because it used to be a tanning salon. So we're turning an old tanning salon into an art gallery. So it's a lot of demolition. But we're gonna talk all about how silly it is and all the crazy stuff that's been going on. And I think it should be a fun podcast, actually. I think you guys might like it. It's gonna be all about art stuff, and I don't know. I think I think it could be something really good. It'll be something to listen to while you guys are doing art anyway. And you'll get to hear all this firsthand inside information about trying to open a gallery and maybe stories that will occur in the process of opening a gallery and selling art to weird people. You never know. It could just be a crazy fun time. Okay, I need more hues variation going on here. I'm just like terrible at actually painting when I'm talking. For the record, Sakura not involved in hot paint. He was kicked out of the band when he moved to Romania, so it will not be involving Sakura. But I will probably try to bug him to be on the podcast once in a while just for funsies. Because we usually act crazy when we're together, so I don't know if it's a good thing or not. Me and Psyker get a little weird, and we tend to bug people when we're together. Okay, I'm just gonna hollow out these eyes for now. We need more purple? I don't know. I need more hues, definitely, though. Yeah, purple. This face is not going. It's not going well yet. It's just boring. Okay, let's make bigger steps. It's the only way we're gonna get anywhere. So this looks pretty boring. But oh man. Okay. Well, I don't know where I left off talking about movies, but I think I have more to talk about. So I talked a little bit about American Sniper. I don't think that's going to win any awards. Talked about Grand Budapest Hotel. I think that could win original screenplay. It's hard to say. Actually, no. I think Birdman might win original screenplay. Wait, is Birdman based on a book? I don't remember. Well, I know that Imitation Game, I think, is... Oh, man, I can't remember anything. Well, whatever. So we got Best Animated Picture, definitely Lego Movie. We got our nominations for Best Actor, Benedict Cumberbatch. And we got Best Picture, probably Birdman. Best Supporting Actor, J.K. Simmons for Whiplash. And I think those are the big ones, right? I don't actually remember who the female nominees for anything are, because I'm a bad person. Talk about Interstellar. I'll be honest, I didn't actually see Interstellar. It wasn't nominated for anything, was it? I don't think it was. I'm just gonna make everyone sad right now. I don't think Christopher Nolan's movies are super interesting, except for his older ones. I like The Prestige and I like Memento, but the Batman movies were just kind of okay in my opinion. Especially the third one, it was kind of, I don't know, weird. And Inception, I don't know, it's definitely it's not a very intelligent movie in my opinion, but it's fine. And Leonardo DiCaprio is a pretty bad actor in general. But there you go. Now that I've annoyed you all, we can get back to doing this. I don't like this at all, to be honest. We're getting rid of it. Attempt number 4. Let's do it fast this time. I'm gonna go back to the normal brush. Okay, there we go. I'm just gonna really get this eye down if it kills me. Okay. Triangle. It's like a little house. I'm looking right at his eye, his left eye, and it looks like a little tiny house, like a single story house. You see that? It's just, there we go. It's a single story house that is his eyeball. Actually, it's even more like a house than I made it. Okay, great. So there you go. It's a single story house inside Michael Keaton's eye, and we can all live inside it. There's a pupil. There's a little window into his soul. And that's pretty much it. I don't like that at all. Oh, okay. Okay. Opinions on the animated category. I think I already said my opinions. Lego movie. 100% Lego movie. Everything is awesome. And Big Hero 6 is pretty good too, to be honest. So we got Big Hero 6 and Lego Movie. Those are both really great. If you ever seen my old series, Let's Explore DeviantArt, I did a couple of them with a guy named Pavel, and he was kind of my partner in that, and we kind of would have fun, and I'd make fun of him and his silly stuff, and we would go back and forth. But he actually worked on the Lego movie, so it's great to see that movie do so well, because it was right after we did those Let's Explore DeviantArts. He actually started working on that, which was why we stopped doing them. So yeah, so there's a little bit of trivia for you guys. That guy from those videos went on to work on the Lego movie and be kind of an awesome guy. So now you know. But anyway, what else were you talking about? Oh. Oh, okay. This part of the eye really needs to slink over. Slink over? It just needs to overlap a little bit. He's got them old man eyes where all the skin just starts folding on top of it. And then this skin kind of goes right up under it. Like that. I don't know what you guys are asking. Questions, opinions on the I don't even know what you guys are talking about. Mongol Empire? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what you're asking. Favorite anime that should be nominated? I didn't watch any anime movies. There is an anime movie nominated. It's the one by the Ghibli one. What's it called? Tales of Princess something. And I actually don't know anything about it. In the trailer, I couldn't figure out anything from the trailer either. I have no idea what that is about. Maybe someone in chat could at least give me some example of what that movie is. Because from the trailer, I don't know if the whole movie is in that crazy art style or what. But I don't know. I'd be curious to. I kind of am curious to see that. Okay, we got Michael Regan's crazy eyes, and then oops, let me fix that. And oh, since someone mentioned it in chat, Better Call Saul is a great TV show so far. I really like it. It's been pretty good. I'm enjoying it. So I recommend you guys check it out if you haven't. But I don't know. When it comes to these Oscar movies, you know what? I actually strongly recommend all you artist people in here. I recommend you check out both Whiplash and Birdman because they're both highly related to being creative. I would say they're both kind of focused on what it takes to make it in as kind of a creative person. And they're, it's like at different points though in your creative life. But I think they're both gonna be very inspirational in some way. So I recommend you guys check out both of them as your as kind of an as an artistic inspiration thing, creative inspiration. His nose is just awful. I find that noses are the hardest thing to draw for me. I've realized that I can't draw noses properly. I feel like doing a good nose is my number one problem. Not feet. I like feet and hands, all that stuff that people usually complain about. It's not that. It's noses. Noses are the just bane of my existence. I don't know how to make a good nose. Okay, so let's look at his other eyeball. So we have one that looked like a house. This one doesn't quite look as much like a house to me. It looks kind of a little more rounded for whatever reason. The bottom's still pretty flat. I didn't make it quite high enough. Okay, hold on. I can't do it. Okay, well, whatever. I can't. This is not even a caricature. What am I doing? Oh, see, it's terrible. It's no fun. I just not enjoying that at all. Look at this. That's a caricature. Where's I got lost and I didn't do a caricature. That's my main problem. Okay. Try we're gonna try again. We're gonna make it happen. I'm gonna do it fast. That's my problem. I gotta work with energy. Just gotta go fast. Question. Do you what? Huh? Not I don't crit what do you whenever package I have no idea what that guy is saying. What question? I don't know what you guys are. Okay, Chris, I have no idea. Okay, we're gonna make this happen though. We're gonna make this happen. Gonna make it. Come on, just make a head shape. Gonna move nice and fast through it, and then we're gonna fix it. It's like how do I make this more stylized? I don't know. Okay, hold on. Okay, what's the style? What's the stylistic way to do this? Because I am not finding it at all. So I don't know. I guess we can keep watching me fail at this. It's kind of fun. Maybe I'll learn something. Maybe I won't. I've realized I need to practice drawing. I don't know, more wrinkly stuff, more aged stuff. Everything I draw is so crisp and clean. Mm-mm. Okay. Nope. That's not it. It's not it. This wasn't the answer. I'm gonna start with what do I need? Nose? Ooh, tough one. Okay. No, that doesn't look right at all. Okay, great. I'm okay with that nose for the most part. I think I need to draw the mouth, and that might make me happier. Okay, so let's work on that a little bit. Because then I can base my whole face around all this junk. I need some reference point, I guess, is what I'm really trying to say. Okay, now I can base my jaw around this. Because obviously that jaw was not right. It looks so weird. What am I doing? I'm not gonna do it like that. Okay, he's got the mustache going. Kind of just fades out into the ground. Okay. It's a little more rounded. Yeah, I think it's better to be a little rounded on this one. Okay, around that part. We're getting closer. I feel like I'm getting closer. I'm slowly figuring it out. So it's a learning process. Okay. Certainly starting to look like a drug addict, which is good. That's what we want. We want this kind of drugged out look. I think that's what we need to go for. Great. A little darker near the bottom. I don't know. I always have a mixed opinion whether I should do beards and mustaches like the individual lines like I sometimes do, or if it's better to just block them out. Kind of usually it's a judgment call because sometimes it looks good if you just kind of block them out. Like, oh, there's a mustache and whatever. Question: how much do you use your fingers when you draw? Uh, you mean like moving my fingers? I would say I'm doing a quick study here because I have no idea. I would say it looks like I'm always using them a little, even though I'm drawing with my hand. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm drawing with my whole arm. It's like I'm kind of doing very slight finger adjustments here and there. So it's very minor, but it definitely is there. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Okay. I'm going to look back for that little house shape. I think the house is slightly tilted. That's pretty drugged out looking. It's oh, okay, not quite that droopy. It's that for some reason I'm having trouble with those eyes. What kind of keyboard? Does the keyboard matter? I'm just using the most basic $5 keyboard you can have. The only things I use are my I just let my fingers rest on Control Z. I can press Alt with my index finger to do a color pick. I can hold both Control and Alt to resize my brush. I can Control Z away, and that's what else do you need? Alt, brush size, and Control Z, and I don't know. That seems pretty much like it. So we got our horrible drugged out Michael Keaton looking character going on. It's not going well, I can tell you that much. Okay, let me bring in some of this craziness. Okay. Draw a little bit of crow's feet around the eyes. A little bit of that action. It's like this whole kind of brow just kind of fades into his cheekbone in a weird way. It's kind of strange, actually, how that goes. Let me mess with it a little bit. Okay, so it's like it's super weird. Question: what's up with the collarbone? I didn't really give him a collarbone. As far as I'm concerned, in the stylistic things, you can kind of just go silly with the collarbone. You kind of just make it up as something boring, like oh, there's the collarbone, you know. But it doesn't really matter. Okay, let's see what I can do. Maybe. Do I like this? I don't know if I like it or not, but whatever. Let's just go through it. I don't want to waste too much time on this one. I mean, I already wasted all my time on it, but I don't want to waste too much more time on it. Yeah, there we go. So we got all this. We got a couple little loose hairs around there, but it's pretty much just bald on top. comes down a little bit. It's pretty silly looking. Okay. That looks terrible. That's okay. We're we're having fun, I think. No, okay, let me fix this a little bit. Okay. Remember to exaggerate just a little bit. Oops. Brush is all messed up. Okay. Well, it didn't go that well. I'll tell you that. Oh. What a horrible disappointment that was. Let's pretend this never happened. Let's go back to something let's go back to something better. Oh man. I don't even know. I don't know. I have no idea how to fix this. This this travesty. Okay. Well, I don't know. It's okay. Let's just move along. I'll cry about it later when no one's around. I really dislike this for the record. I strongly dislike it. I don't even want to leave it here. It's driving me nuts. It's all just it's so annoying. Okay, maybe this is the ticket. uh, Cynics, read this. Eyes are too high and separate. Yeah, that's probably true. I will lower them. Okay. Okay, great. Let's just let's see what we can do. Still looks super weird. Poor exaggerations all around. This is why I'm not a caricature artist. Because obviously I don't know how to do it properly. If you ask me to design a character, I can do anatomy from my head better than I can do it based on a picture, which is sad. I don't know why. It's like I focus too much and then it becomes hard. Trying to capture weird stuff. Ah. Uh-huh. Yeah, I should have made his jaw stronger. See how strong? Yeah, kind of. Well, I don't know. Compared to our Benedict over there, can make his jaw pretty strong. And it might work out a little better, actually. Okay. Look at these horrible eyes. I don't know. I don't know. It's whatever. Well, I made a crackhead, so I think that's the most important thing. Okay. If someone wants me to make the nose wider, we can do that. And add more to the cheeks or something. Let's just make the nose super wide then. Since you guys. Now we're doing caricatures. Oh, okay. Can you give? I can give him an eye patch if that's gonna make it better. If you guys think that's, we can turn him into Nick Fury for all I care. Probably work out better that way. Okay, so we got our Birdman, 100% accurate Birdman. Actually, I need to. I'm gonna make his hair just dark on the sides. Why do I feel? For some reason, I feel like this is gonna be like the next Die Hard movie. Like this is what it's gonna look like. It's Die Hard 7. Keep dying hard. Die hardest. Well, my career is over. It's been a good run. We tried our best, but in the end, our best wasn't good enough. Uh huh. Okay, let's shrink his nose back a little bit. Like this. Okay. Great. 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 What time is it? Oh, it's already past 5. Okay, we gotta start zooming. We're never gonna get it at this rate. Well, this was terrible. Let's go back. Look at this. This one was nice and pretty. Let's go back to our little Benedict and see if we can add color real fast. So, get rid of you. And bring in this one. Yeah, that's much more fun. Okay, great. I feel a lot better about this one. Oops, let's go here. All right. And let's add a little bit of color because that would be more fun. So, go to this tool. What color do I like? Maybe something like that. Yeah, that'll work. Well, clearly my inability to properly draw Michael Keaton is a bad sign for his Oscar chances. So, I'm sorry, Michael Keaton, but I don't think you're gonna win. It's not gonna happen. If I can't draw you, then certainly it's not meant to be. All right. Even the birds got quiet. They've been feeling bad for me too. They're like, oh, it was fun before. Now it's just kind of embarrassing. Okay, add a little bit of highlight action. And there. Oh, you guys are talking about Chappie? I'm looking forward to Chappie. Robots in Diane's Wood. Sounds like a fun movie. I don't know. I think it'll be fun. I even enjoyed watching Elysium, so don't mind me. I'm just a big Blomkampian fan. But if you're a fan of industrial design stuff, his movies have the best. Even Elysium, you can say what you want about the actual movie. The industrial design was crazy good. Ooh, okay, hold on. What am I doing? What am I doing with this? I don't know. This color feels not quite right. Should have been a little more like in here. Or maybe a little more bluish. Maybe. I don't know. It's hard to say. So many options. Okay. How much time we got? We got like another 10 minutes and then I'm going to wrap this up. So I'll try to speed things along. Why didn't you go to Psychra and Bobstream? I don't know. Because I was in the movie theater watching more Oscar movies. I was trying to see as many as I could because I'm a big I'm a big movie fan, so I like to watch the Oscars and I like to see which ones I would pick. I like to see if I agree with them or not. And that's pretty much it. All right, let's get some bright highlights in here. Okay. Man, it's so easy to paint colors when you got a reference. Oh, we all use references all the time. And then I can make these bright orange red colors like this and like this. Oops. Question for cynics. Do you ever work in grayscale? I've tried it before on videos. I don't like it. I think I don't know. For some reason, I don't. I just think it hinders my creativity, I guess you could say. Like, I know it can be really good, but for some reason, it seems to mess me up. It just doesn't work the way I want it to. Uh-huh. Yeah, great. Oh, okay. Let's see. Why did I make this so boring looking? Okay, I like that. I made it a bit too gray on that side. Now it's no fun to look at. Okay. Oops. Whatever. Whatever. It's fine. How much time we got? We got like 5 minutes, I'd say. Okay, great. I'm just gonna try to quickly fill this out a bit. I'm sorry Michael Keaton ruined the stream, everyone. It was a noble attempt, but in the end, Michael Keaton beats us all. Let's see. And there. Okay. Oh, where did my check go? Oops. A little bit of this. Anyway, okay. What are you guys talking about? Question for Cynic. So, what's the best way to get some contracts? Or to start a career? Oops, I'm guessing you mean contacts. That's kind of a tough one. I think the best way to get contacts is probably just to have an active portfolio. I don't know. Usually you make friends with the people that are at your level. So that's what I think is the good way to do it. You kind of just make friends as you're learning, and then a lot of those people will go on to give you job offers and stuff like that. So I don't know. Oops, not that color. I don't want to. I probably shouldn't be doing this much coloring. Kind of ruins the whole thing, doesn't it? A little bit of redness down the middle. A little bit of darkness on the sides. I don't know. I could probably spend a lot of time just messing with this and making it look cool and painting over everything. I don't want to spend too much time though. Gotta get ready for the Oscars coming up soon. Okay. Oops, I like that. Okay, what are you guys talking about? Let's see. That looks like a black eye. It's kind of, but not. I think that's just because there isn't enough other stuff going on. Oops. Do 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 do. Okay. Oh, gonna run out of time. I know it. I'm gonna run out of time. Oops, let me see if I could give him some other features real fast before we're completely out of time. How much time we got? Oh, we got like no time. Well, I'm gonna have to start wrapping up, sadly. And I'm sorry I can't do more. That's all I have to say. But yeah, there is a Patreon goal for 2 streams a week. If you guys want to start donating more money, we can probably reach that goal without too much effort. But hopefully they'd be better than this one. It was fun. We got to talk a little bit about movies, though. I like talking about movies. Do you listen to music while you paint? I'll answer this question real fast. I listen to tons of music while I paint. I'm a big fan of a lot of stuff. You guys are talking about gorillas for some reason. I really like gorillas. But I'm a huge Elliott Smith fan. He's probably my favorite. But I listen to anything that's kind of well written. I don't know. I listen to as much stuff as I can because if you're drawing and listening to music, you'll probably find that you just run out of stuff to listen to pretty fast because you're drawing a whole lot and you're always looking for something new to listen to. So it's my brilliant answer for that one. Okay. Well, I think Benedict is going to have to wait a little bit. Let's see. I'll see what I can do in 1 minute. But okay, give you some lip color at least, so it's not so boring. A little bit of shadow down here. Got that chin shadow. And on the jaw, no, just in here, we'll get some shadows going. Oh, I forgot to do the highlight on the neck. Well, that's fine. It's close enough. Mm. Okay, so we got pretty, I don't know. We got some stuff done. It wasn't a total waste of time, hopefully. I kind of was having some fun. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. We'll be back next week for more exciting adventures. Okay, great. And I hope you guys all enjoy watching the Oscars. Hopefully our little Benedict can win an award or something. I don't know, we'll see. Hopefully Birdman wins something. He's just peeking out over. He's being super creepy over here. Um, but yeah, that's just a quick example of how to do a boring caricature. So we didn't finish it, but I don't know. Hopefully, you guys enjoy watching the Oscars. And I think I'll see you guys shortly. I'm going to do some videos this week. We'll have some non stream videos, and that should make things pretty fun. So, I will see you guys all later. Bye, everyone. Oh, well, let me just close it when I say that. Okay, bye, everyone. Bye, Benedict. Oh, I can't even close you. Go away, Ben. No, Ben. Get out of my screen. You just don't want to leave, do you? There we go.